What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader, and I trade on the foreign exchange as well. I'm here to help you understand the market through an Elliott wave lens. I am an Elliott wave trader. That means I look at the structure of the waves, guys, and in tune with the Elliott wave theory, Elliott's theory he came up with back in the early 1900s. I see if I can put together the 5s and 3s that we see on the chart and project where price might be going based upon the patterns we see. It's just one form of technical analysis, guys. It is not super prevalent on YouTube, and so it's my niche in the market. So if you're brand new to the channel, that's what we do here. Kind of look at the Elliott wave perspective. That doesn't mean it's the only perspective there is, but certainly it's one piece of the puzzle that you could add to your watch list. So glad you made it by. Let's jump into the wave. We're going to look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's really poised for a potential up move here. I'm going to show you what that looks like. The bullish divergence on the chart is powerful and beautiful, and so we're poised for more upside, even though we're getting a bit of a correction right now. Let me show you what I'm seeing in the chart, and then talk about the invalidation of that, because at the end of the day, the market does whatever it wants to do. It doesn't follow Elliott wave rules. Elliott wave rules are designed to be consistent with the patterns that the market actually creates, right? But the market doesn't have to create those patterns. If we see something and it looks like something's being made, often those patterns get obscured as the market continues to form. And so what you have to do is be nimble, and you can have an idea at the current state of affairs and whatever the market is showing you now, but that idea gets refined as the market develops. And so let me just be clear with you. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing right now in the market, and as the market develops, it may prove what I'm expecting correct, or it may prove it incorrect. And I just want you to be aware. So you can't just assume that my analysis or my wave projection is definitely going to play out. Every form of technical analysis must be accompanied. It must be accompanied with a fantastic form of risk management. So let me just encourage you to make sure that as you watch this video and you may be trading Bitcoin, please don't trade my calls blindly. I don't trade my calls blindly. We trade with good risk management. We always have a form of skepticism as to whether the count that we're looking at and the wave structure that we're looking at is really what we're seeing, or is it something else? And so we understand that, and so I want to make sure that you understand that as well. If you want to come to a place where we learn about wave structure and you like what you're seeing here, that's what my Discord is for, where we learn how to trade with good risk management. I teach many setups, different setups that we can have based on Elliott wave theory and based on other RSI an RSI strategy that I use as well, and among other things. There's a great amount of educational materials available to you there as a community of traders that get together every day talking about what we're seeing in the market. We do 2 live streams every day, one in the morning and one in the evening, every day of the week, just to get a sense for where the market is going. So, love for you to join the live. It's the first part of the month. It's a great time to be part of things. All right, with that being said, let's jump into the market. Let's look and see what Bitcoin is doing right now. Yeah, looks like we've gotten a really nice structure here, a potential for a running flat here, where we have an A, a 3-wave B, and now we're getting a 5-wave C. Now, the question is this 5-wave finished, if that is a flat at all? Well, what we do is we pull the fibs to measure the wave and see where we expect the wave to come. And right now we're sitting around the 127 and the 1414 extension, and that's a pretty good area. But lately the market's been hitting the 1618 as well. So we have an area of support right down here, which carries over all the way back to this wave here. Okay, and actually back here there's several other hits at this level. Right there, right there, right there. We had a hit here, a hit here, a hit here. So lots of other hits of price action right here, about $3,600. So that's going to be good support. So we're watching this wave to see if we're going to come down and hit that. But there's an idea for you that we have a running correction, a running flat, which would be followed by more upside to come afterwards. And so we would expect a trajectory of the wave to go up after this finishes. Now, is there anything else supporting that? Well, yeah, we got an Elliott wave count that supports that, but we also have RSI across the time frames from the 4-hour to the 1 hour to 2 hour, 30-minute, down the way. We have what we call hidden bullish divergence. Now, if you don't know what hidden bullish divergence is a very, very powerful continuation divergence. It's not a reversal divergence. This is a reversal divergence right here. Let me show it to you. So right here, this is what we call regular divergence, okay? And that's indicating the end of a wave or the end of a move. And but then there's what we call a hidden bull. A hidden bull is more about continuation. Okay, so continuation is key. Now I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to give you the bullish count here, and then I'm going to also talk about a bearish count that we can also have as well. But both of them imply that we could be heading up sometime soon, at least for 3 waves, I would expect. So let's talk about those two things. The hidden bullish divergence is saying that we're looking good for an upside move here. Look at the 2-hour chart. That's the most beautiful chart right there in the world, right there, where you have this is actually what we call exaggerated divergence, where the line across here is fairly straight here from this peak to this peak, but look at the discrepancy here from the same peaks to that peak. It's amazing. That is very, very strong and powerful hidden bullish divergence. Now, the market, I always tell my people that the market can wipe out divergences. We know that, but we can't be afraid, that the market might wipe it out. We don't live in fear. We look at divergences and we believe them until they get invalidated. Okay, now they get invalidated by pullbacks, so it's very safe to trade divergences, especially hidden divergences. It's very safe to trade those because, generally speaking, if they wipe out that divergence, they bounce before they do it. So at least you'll get a bounce and an opportunity to make some profit or to stop it out, break even. So it's a nice idea to trade. I really love 1 hour divergence when I see it. We have just a beautiful example of 1 hour divergence here. It's the same thing here where the slope of on the bottom of the waves here, of the bottom of the peaks here, is going up, while the slope is straight across here or to the downside slightly. That would be hidden bull, or what we call exaggerated bullish divergence. Okay. It implies that there's more to this wave, that the RSI has reset to the downside with this correction. This correction is all that the bears could muster, and now the bulls are getting ready to repeat their move to the upside, or at least continue pushing up to the upside. In other words, the momentum now is shifting to the bulls, and the bulls are about ready to take over and come in. Okay, so that's basically what this is looking like to me. However, there's one aspect of this I don't like. I don't like this sideways action right here. It might just imply that there's one more hit to the low coming, one more hit to the low. Again, I'm watching this area of $37,000 to $36,000 in that range. We could totally go up from here. There's no saying we can't, and we couldn't. However, I think there's a likely plausibility that we actually come down to the $37,000 range. And so we're watching that in our Discord as well, but we're looking for a long entry here, and we want to see a long play here. So that's what we're looking at the small time frame, or looking in the immediate term, maybe a little bit more to the downside, and then up we go. Once this wave is finished and we get an up wave, it could be a couple of things. Let me give you a couple of different counts if this plays out. Then I'll give you my bearish scenario, or my more bearish scenario than this one. Okay? So if this plays out, this could be going up for a 5th wave. In other words, we could be counting this as like a 1, 2, this is 3, that's 4, and then we get the 5th wave. And then once that 5th wave is done, this could be a finished flat. Now I don't want to get too far in advance, so let's wait before I talk about the implications of what this finished flat might be and what that looks like. But quickly, it might mean 3 waves down. It could mean 5 waves down. Okay, but that's what it would imply very quickly, but without going into detail. Maybe later on this week, if we get this up move, I'll spend a little bit more time with you on what the implications of what this might be happening if this is a flat here. But I don't want to bog us down in this, because we're waiting for this wave here. Okay, so this is the wave we're kind of watching and waiting for. Now, the other option that it could be, and this is a much more bullish count here. Let me go to the 6-hour chart to show you a little bit better here. All right, what this also could be is a finished 1-2, 1-2. Okay, this would be, so basically this would be, let me get my pen, there we go, 1, 2. Okay, I have to finagle the count a little bit here to get a 1, 2 out of that, but I shared that the other day in the live stream on Sunday night. So the other, and then this could be a 1, 2, followed by a big wave here. Okay, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up here, make all-time highs. This gets parabolic. It could even get extended here, go up to $80,000 or something like that. Shoot, it could get up to 100K, but that would be a little bit harder work. But you know, if it goes parabolic, and it could, we haven't really had any parabolic movement since right back here. Okay, and we haven't had any really big parabolic movement like we usually see at the end of a wave. Guys, I tend to be a little moon boyish right now. I'll be honest with you, tend to be a little bit moon boyish, but we'll see. We'll see, and that's coming from a perennial bear. I tend to be bearish a lot of the time. That's because I learned to trade in a bear market, but I've also learned to adjust that when I see bullishness, I call it out, and this has a potential of being very strong to the upside. If this thing is finished, if this three-wave move is finished, it's a possibility here of this going up fairly tall, fairly big. So we'll just draw it conservatively, something like this. Boom, 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 something like that. Okay, so that would be 5 waves to the upside, breaking the all-time high, getting up to 75 to 80K, something like that. Maybe even higher than that. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But that's way in the future. Right now, what we want to see is the beginning of this wave start moving to the upside. Then once it breaks the high, if it does break the high, then we want to say, okay, is this turning into just a fifth wave that's going to come down? Or is this going to pull back a little and continue going up? You know, some kind of impulse wave to the upside. Hard to tell. But that's in the future. But that's basically what we're looking at, guys. So back down to the 15-minute chart. The big question is, when does this wave finish? Okay, when does this wave finish? Once this wave finishes, okay, whenever it's done, maybe down here, maybe already finished. I can't say with certainty, but we do trade with good risk management, and so we don't enter our trades, too early or too late. What we try to do is DCA into our positions with small bullets, not full positions. And around areas we expect reversals. So this is an area we could see a reversal. I already have 1 bullet fired, a very small bullet. I'm looking to fire another bullet down in this region as well to DCA that position. So that's the way I do that. But I'm looking for this thing to finish, and then for a wave to the upside to develop. That is the bullish scenario. Now let me take a minute and share the bearish scenario with you, and then we'll call this a good video here. So the bearish scenario says that this three-wave move that I'm seeing actually finished right there. This was the finish of a three-wave correction called a running flat there. That this was the 5th wave here of this wave. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and now that's 5, and that's a finished 5 waves. It could be done, and then this is an impulse down, a wave A, if you will, or a 1 wave, but it's probably a wave A, looking for a 3-wave pullback, a B wave followed by a C wave. Okay, and that's the more bearish count than just going up from here. Okay, but you'll notice in both counts, I'm looking for this wave to finish, and I'm looking for an upward trajectory wave. So it behooves us to take a long in this region, somewhere in this region here, because we either are going to get a 3-wave pullback, or we're going to get an impulse to the upside that could go higher than you ever imagined. Okay, I don't know which is going to happen. I don't know. I don't make the market, and I don't play in the markets. I just react to them and see where the market might be going and make my trade plans accordingly. Okay, but that's the more bearish count that could be at play right there, that we could be heading down. But either way, we're on both of those counts, we're looking for this wave to finish, and then we're looking for an upward move, whether it's 3 waves to the upside or a really big impulse to the upside. So that looks like a good high probability play here, a nice high probability trade that's forming. Well, guys, there it is. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope those ideas help you as you think about wave structure, and that adds to your TA, whatever you're bringing to your own trading. I just want to augment that and help you. If you need some help and you want to learn this type of TA, and you want to be in an environment where you hear it on a regular basis every day, and explanations and teaching all the time, Discord is a great place to be at very, very reasonable prices. I would invite you in. So with that said, just become a Patreon supporter. In the description below, you'll find in the description a link to my Patreon. Become a supporter. We'll get you right into the Discord, and you can have some fun along with us. With that said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by the Gym of All Trades channel. Share the love, guys. Share the love in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Love to get to 10,000 subscribers sometime soon. If you'd help me, that'd be great. That would help me and my family. And just a way to say thanks for the videos, and I'll keep putting them out the best I can. So until then, I'll see you hopefully on Thursday sometime, Thursday morning maybe, and we'll get you a video that morning. Until then, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.